Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem, where our chapter leaves us very close now to the boss for our overall advance across the map. Storming up to the top right, we have ourselves still some armored guys coming along, and it seems reinforcements are now coming in turn by turn. And what I found out information-wise is, to beat all the reinforcements in this map, we'd actually have to be hanging on till like turn 35 as Eliwood criticals and gains a level himself. So I'm not sure I'm willing to do that, though. I guess you would gain yourself a ton of experience and you'd probably get some of your characters nearer to like level 20 promoted. I mean, I'm pretty much here ready to defeat the boss already, and I'm pretty sure if I defeat the boss, then I'd kind of lose my chance at getting more reinforcements and more experience as more troops come in. So now we've got ourselves troops from below. We've got ourselves more troops from up top. Well, to be honest, if they're going to come in thick and fast like this, then I might be more convinced to fight every single one that comes. In the meantime, we can, of course, ballista these guys down ridiculously well. No one's going to hurt Rekka at this rate. Rebecca's going to level up to level 21st of all, I'd say. Right, in the meantime, we can move a lot of our other troops forward from here, or we could... Probably wouldn't be such a bad idea to give a little bit of backup. Yes, let's back up with the Falco Knights over here. So their promoted units themselves will send Heath to back up. Now our other option, or our other want and desire, is to get rid of Mr. Ballista, which I think we do have an option to do at this point. So the Iron Sword comes in. Ballista Man is destroyed. Florina levels up yet again. She just has to be the highest leveled unit at all times, doesn't she? Right, so now no one can reach her. Oh, they can. Right, this is going to be a bit more difficult because I've definitely gone weapon disadvantage here as well. Everyone can reach her, in fact. Florina's in a little bit more trouble than I really wanted her to be. No one else can reach Hector or anyone like that. Eliwood's not going to be able to tear up there and sort things out. In fact, Eliwood's probably better off tearing down and sorting people out. Right, in fact, we've got Oswin coming from this side as well here towards the archers, so maybe we should leave Oswin to deal with them. He's got himself the short spear after all, nicely equipped. He'll be able to deal with them one by one by one by one. We could send Sane down as well, because he's got a javelin equipped. Either one you want to attack. That's basically what we're saying here. Attack me if you wish to. In fact, we could hand axe it, which would probably be a little bit better, because we're trying to level up his axes. Eliwood can move forward into the bushes, and then Lynn's just going to have to block and dodge a hell of a lot. To be honest with Lindis, we should have made her go down to here and attack maybe with a javelin or something like that, than what we actually did. Problems, eh? Alright, in the meantime, we could send a bolting through and try to dispatch one of these clowns in a nice fashion. We'll let it lie as it is. I think everyone will be fine as our lords gather up. Now it's just about dealing with the reinforcements around and wondering, is there going to be any more reinforcements in interesting places for us to deal with? So we could definitely run forward and end this chapter around about now, but I'm more interested in what these guys are coming out. So, in moves more troops towards Florina, where I'm expecting Florina to just hit them and not do so much damage, but dodge what's going on, unless she criticals, and that way she might take them down. She is definitely weapon triangle loss after all. Another one comes in, tries his luck, actually hits Florina. Who doubles and doesn't defeat the opposition. Well, this is disappointing. I didn't want Florina to beat her at all, but that means that no one else can do some damage there. And another reinforcement popped in at the top there? Or when was he there? Okay, they're choosing to attack Sane up close. Aha, that would be because of weapon triangle win, wouldn't it? We still managed to hit you though on the second one, even with a hit of 39. They've chosen to melee you, have they? Well, that's kind of mean of them, isn't it? Right, you can't double that one though, Sane, so that's interesting. More of them appeared. In fact, reinforcements are now popping up everywhere. So now that's a bit more entertaining than what I thought was going to happen, because it looked like tiny dribbles of tiny troops. But if they're appearing all around, I might want to split my forces and really go at them. So the main problem here, however, is the fact that I can be reached up close by these Falcon Knights if I stay exactly where I am. I kind of want to get off the ballista at this point in time, but I won't be able to attack if I do. So for the time being, a ballista will go in there. And then Heath, it's up to you to play cover in a second. Well, you just love getting more strength, don't you? When are you capped on everything at this rate? Right, strength is now capped. Skill's very nearly capped. The speed and luck's high enough. My goodness, Rekka turned into a monster of a unit. Alright, so now Heath's backing up on that side. We've got ourselves some interesting axemen appearing over here. Florina's safe and can easily get out of harm now. In fact, to be honest, it'd probably be better to take her somewhere like here, where she could get healed up by Nino or something along those lines. Alright, so two guys are coming up this way. I'm pretty sure they'll advance of their own accord, so if I wait here with Nino, I can get and do some damage. Not really needing the heal there. Priscilla, do you want to heal? I mean, it's harder for you to walk along as a horse in the bushes. And so we play the reinforcement game from now on. Let's milk this experience and make our troops ridiculous. I don't know if we'll stay till like turn 35 or so, but well, there's obvious ones that we can engage in battle with. We shall do just that. Right then, same. It didn't work out for you so well last time in terms of what was going on, so we're going to go with javelins this time. Javelins make a lot more sense. Especially if you're going to crit. That way, if they try to come up close to you, you weapon triangle win. And if they attack you from far away, you get them with your javelin. Works out perfectly. Works out fine. Lindis moves up a little bit there, and we'll let the reinforcements keep coming. If there are going to be more, that is. But now they're doing what we call moving into Nino's range, or actually moving into Florina's attack range. Oi, stop doing this, sir. She's going to crit you now. Okay, maybe not. Right, the weapon level increased, however, in the meantime. Does that mean that the armor slayer that I've had equipped on Florina can now be a thing? Can it be put to use, put to action, put to work? Now everyone wants to use the sword on Sane, of course, but the javelin this time round means that we should be able to sort them out. Rather than end up as we did last time. The weapon triangle actually matters for Sane, whereas for other characters it doesn't. I'd say overall his stats haven't actually been that great apart from his strength. I'd say, I don't know how you'd put it, but to me this isn't exactly a very well leveled Sane. He did not get the luck of the draw. Either way though, if he keeps being attacked by people, he's going to get them no matter what, and you're going to make sure you're in a bush, are you? Well, criticals mean hits. Sane sorts out another one and becomes a higher level yet still. Level 11 for Sane there, skill gained. Okay, and now we feel a little bit surrounded. Right, these reinforcements are more than I thought they'd be, and they definitely are kind of battle stopping in some ways. And what I mean by that is, if we were going towards the boss at this point in time, these would have all just appeared behind us, and we'd have been sandwiched in between a rock and a hard place. Not what we want. Of course, the first thing we have to do before anything at this point in time is to take out these wyverns. They have to go now. So, with that said, Priscilla can sort out this one if she wants to. In fact, let's use a thunder. You've got a newly equipped thunder spell. I think you should get to use it, madame. You're a high enough level yourself. Right, Florina can get not in to do the battle here. Okay, we're going to need one to... In fact, none of them can actually make it over, so I might just leave Nino on the bridge to sort them out. That'd be an interesting way of doing things, wouldn't it? Now, who's best for this kind of attack here? You have a javelin, sir? No. You've run out of your javelin. You didn't have a ranged weapon either. Sane's gonna actually have to be the important one here. Hand axe will take one down. Again, I don't think any of these wyverns are going to take down my main troops here, but we'll see how this works. They're not promoted after all. There is one promoted one, it seems, or no, that's just a lower one, and that's the promoted one. Ellawood, do you want to get in here and sort this one out for me? That'd be very nice of you. Will the Worm Slayer do well? Not really. Silver Sword isn't really even of that good a chance, to be honest. In fact, it might be best to send it to Hector, with axes to do the job. Killer Axe? Killer Axe will do. Wolf Bale will do. Killer Axe indeed it is. You try to hit me, you don't manage. As we take on the promoted unit and getting him out of there. Hector levels up yet again in the meantime. Okay, the main thing that we can do now is just to block off the attack that will probably come into Nino, if you had to say anyone here. I do wonder, could I just nullify the attack? No, I can't. So, what we can do is we can cover a little bit, but no, actually this guy can reach through no matter what. Unless Nino just takes a step back. That seems to work. Okay. It's fine by me. Right, and then we'll leave Lindis and Hector to be, or, you know, Sane probably will be the one chosen if I had to say anyone, but that works out. So, now we look up top. I'm guessing these horsemen will move forward of their own accord. In the meantime, we'll take one out here with Heath. Nearly able to do it in one foul swoop there, which is quite good, but we'll go with the sword versus lances here. We still have an okay dodge chance after all. Second attack critical. And now it's reinforcement walls fully on. These are promoted units as well, so we're going to get tons of experience from them. Rebecca's HP is a little bit lower down than I really wanted to be in the meantime, but an easy steel shot will take down a flying unit, of course. Might want to heal you up, my dear. At this rate. Alright then, skill, speed, luck, res. Can't gain any more strength. Does that mean she just got capped on another one? Wow. Rebecca. So good. So good. Get a character name the same as your wife, and then she's ridiculously powerful. What more can you ask for? I might move with Canas now to get the healing, rather than Renaud. Move Renaud into the main group. I don't know how to call him, and in the meantime, everything's veritably safe, including Florina here, so we'll just move and cover up our mages a little bit more. If they want to javelin over at some mages, that's always a bad idea for them. Mages are the dodgy kind. Right, so now the Nino fodder makes its advance forward. We've got a few axemen wanting to make it over as well, and you've chosen to attack Sane, as we thought you might. Who actually at this point does need a heal. But a double axe there for Sane means that he becomes level 12 and probably our weakest high level unit. By like a mile. I don't know, he just seems to be really weak. Nowhere near as good as you'd expect. Considering how good he was at Lynn's Tale for us, but now we've got ourselves the horse. Ah! That's not good. We didn't want ×2 attack of those, that's for sure. Right, so we can hand axe these guys again. Probably best for me to move away a little bit and not take the damage back. Sane needs a heal, not more enemies to come up. But if we do exactly what we did last time with the first two, and then Florina can take out the last one, that should work out nicely. critical there for Hector with the killer axe. In fact, I think I've got another killer axe on hand just in case I need to replace it. Right, so now we've got Florina can get in, take out this one. Now, what's the best way for you to do this, Florina? Killer Lance, possibly? Now you can use your Armor Slayer, of course. Let's use the Armor Slayer, for no reason. Weapon Triangle loss. But I'm expecting Florina not to get hit. Okay, she did. But there we go. Our Mistress of the Skies gains even more experience. Nearly level 16 now. Now Nino can start going, I was waiting for this moment. Because she's a vampire. She's from Transylvania. And Nino gains another level up on top of that. Now, where are the horsemen going, actually? I never really checked, as she gains skill, speed, and luck. See, saying this is what levels are. What you've been getting, they're just not. They're just not levels. They're just rubbish. What you've been getting is what we call rubbish. Right, so it's going to be Lance versus Thingy, so to be honest, we're going to change over to a Steel Lance there. We're going to let you attack Elwood, and then the other one will move into spot and get slaughtered. The horsemen are going to come onto the Rebecca and Heath front, so Canas needs to get moving his bum. Move your bum. Right, these are horse units as well, which means, to be honest, we could get Raven over there with the axes. That probably is not such a bad idea. Raven, go help out, please. Now oh, yeah, that's probably a fort, because forts are where enemies often respawn. Are we going to have them spawn here, and I've got my units all spread out within? That could be a bad time. So what we probably need to do is condense our units on a central point and keep them safe relatively. The units that are hanging out mid-map anyway. Let's keep them together like that. We could always get Priscilla in to do some attack damage, but to be honest, Priscilla's actually a higher level than, well, just about because of experience, than our Lord Elwood. Let's keep leveling him up. And this has actually got a little bit more action-pack orientated now that we've got all these guys coming in. Before, I thought this level was a pushover. Now, I see experience opportunities. And do you know what probably is the best thing for me to do at this point? Close the bridge. Heath, you can survive this after all. Close the bridge and let me fight at range, sir. So with that said, we'll put on a Silver Lance. So we don't want Weapon Triangle lost. Close the bridge. And see what happens next. Will there be more reinforcements on top of reinforcements? I'm going to finish this in probably about 11 turns. Right, the weakest of the units gets taken out by Elwood here for a tiny, paltry amount of experience. And I'm guessing you want to cross the water, don't you? Well, in the meantime, it's time for Rebecca to level up even more. Paladin versus Heath. I think Heath wins. Second attack critical. Because why not? Heath's like, I've got Athos drop, give me the statistics. Okay. You'll catch up with Florina one day, surely. Are you capped on anything yet? That's what I'm wondering. Right, so... he's capped on skill now, so that's a bit bad, but overall, strength, speed's nearly capped, luck, defense. I think we've pretty much seen most of his levels now. We've pretty much leveled out for you. We've always got the longbow to choose to attack, but to be honest, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move forward, leave Heath there. Rebecca's going to come in and still bow this guy down. And now we're like, well, I didn't even need to move Raven over. Because, to be honest, they've actually taken this down with the greatest of ease. This is done now. And there's this unit we've poorly forgotten about, which is, he's known as Oswin. And he's just down here going, hey guys, I could do stuff too. No, you can't. Be quiet. You're too slow. We all kind of stormed off and did our own thing, and then you kind of got left in the wake. In the meantime, all the healers go, we could heal you here. We can also choose to attack people and get experience for ourselves. Again, we could heal you. But then there's these lovely, like, spells that just come along and they go boom. And then everyone's happy when the enemies go boom. Maybe next turn, guys. Maybe next turn. Or maybe next episode as it comes to an end for another episode of Fire Emblem. What turn are we at now? Turn 13. We could have definitely finished it by now. There's 6 enemies on the map. Are there really any more reinforcements coming? We'll find out next time. And I'll see you around. Bye-bye.